Well, hello again, folks, and we are back for another ranking of the Game Boy Puzzlers. This week we're playing a game that I attempted to play last week, but unfortunately the stream quality was absolutely abysmal, and so we kind of had to give up. If you're wondering what I did to fix it, I waited till the next day, and then it worked. Sometimes that just happens, and I used to be so stubborn I would just stream through it, but no, I would have been a little too cranky if I'd done that. I also completely forgot to turn on the light here. There we go. So, hi, Boneless Chicken. So, we are going to be playing Stop That Roach. And full disclosure, I tested all the games to make sure, one, that the ROMs worked, and two, that they were within the purview of a Game Boy puzzler. And, like I said, full disclosure, I looked up the solution to the first puzzle in this game. This may be a rough one. But, yeah, it's also an interesting game. I mean, right down to the premise, I think, is sort of unique. But enough rambling and preambling. Let's hop right on in here. This is a Koei joint. And, in fact, it is a Ko-Shibusawa production. And if that name doesn't ring a bell, understandable. Shibusawa, it's not his real name. I don't remember what it is. But that's the guy behind Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Nobunaga's Ambition, stuff like that. One of the games he did, we've played on stream before, called Aerobiz, sort of a airline management simulator. And amid that, he's also produced, I don't know how hands-on he was with this, but a puzzle game where you kill roaches. And yeah, so there's a little tutorial here in the attract mode. You can hit the roaches with a slipper, you can smack them with a broom. Here he's gonna spray them. And you can also sort of manipulate their movement by stomping on the ground. Yeah, and sometimes you have a trap that you can... and then kind of stomp on the ground to try and lure them into the trap. Of course, you see the cake on the screen. If the roaches grab the cake, that's a loss. That, I guess, game over technically. So yeah. If you fail, the roaches will take the snack. It's actually the other way around. If the roaches take the snack, you fail. So when a roach appears at the top of the screen, you can't win in your turn. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but... roaches will move when your turn ends. And so yeah, you've got 5 turns. Roach, which finds snack, will move towards it. Use strategy to lead roaches into a trap. Okay, so there it looked like he ran out of turns. Then the roaches went for the cake, and as far as I can tell, both characters are pretty much the same, so we're going to play as Lily. And so... I'm going to turn that down a little bit. That is just blasting in my ear. It's all public domain anyway. Alright, so I do know what the solution to this is, because I looked it up, but I just want to kind of experiment a little to see. 4, 5, you can only move 5 steps. If we stand over here, we're going to face this way. No, 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 no. Nope, okay. Yeah, so he ran down towards that. So I think the thing is, so I choose walk. If I hit him, yeah, then he runs down, okay. So basically the solution here is that we need to... No. Target this guy first. And then he runs up there, and then we... Okay, so I think, because what I want to do is get this guy first, because if I hit him, it won't let me. Okay, let's hit him, and then he runs there. Oh, did I... If I use the spray from... Okay. But I only had the one spray, so I can't do anything with him. Hey, this looks like the same stage. Okay, well... Okay, so I think the direction they're facing maybe indicates where they're gonna move? If I face this way? Okay. Oops. Took one too many turns. Okay. Well, the thing with the broom seemed to work. Two, three, four, five. 1, 2. No, I can't swing the broom behind me. Wait, did I think I used more turns than I intended trying to get down there. Three, four, five, 1. Oh, no, you can't step on them. That costs an extra turn. And of course, if I just hit this guy right away, yeah, he goes straight to the... Is that a can of Coca-Cola, I'm assuming? That didn't really help. Yeah, so again, if we jump right away... Oh! Okay. What if we jump? This is going to cost me a turn. SWAT. I'm just gonna have to try it. Oh. Uh-oh. I was afraid it was going to be something like that. Maybe... Okay. Not sure why I thought doing this in the other order would be quicker. What if we do the same thing as last time? Come here, stomp, lose a turn. Nope. And if I jump, yeah, he just grabs the Coke can. I can move him over there, but... And that doesn't... Well, that did something. Okay, what if I jump right away? Alright, okay. Set trap, number 1. Oh dear. Okay. Well, that seems to have worked. Oh, the arrows... I'm not... Okay. Set trap number 1. I'm not entirely sure that I get this, but... Well, 10. Hey, Kaimega. I think he looks sad because he got stopped. Okay, that time he went down. Alright. And that time he went up. One there. Okay, let's try putting it a space away. Maybe that makes a difference. So I'm confused all over again. Okay, what if we put this one here, and this one here, like that? Okay, that worked. To be continued. That may be possible, Boneless. I think what's happening is that certain traps need to be approached from certain directions. So, like when they have the arrows pointing inward. Well, this is far from the worst game. I don't even think this is the worst game on a list so far. But it's definitely a complicated game. And also the music is kind of annoying. But that's been a theme so far. It's like we put that... Yeah, so see that one with the arrows pointing in, I think that means he can't go into the trap from there. I'd have to... So what I may have to do is put it here, like that. Yeah, and then he gets stuck in it. Yeah, the major problem with this is that it relies heavily on the way the different objects interact with one another. But, I don't know, they didn't... maybe it's a case of you really need the instruction booklet. I looked for it online and couldn't find it. But like a lot of these sort of interactions between elements seems to be kind of unpredictable. So like if we put this here, and then I walk here, now I've got 3 turns with which to get in position for the other guy. I feel like I want to move over here first. Oh, that took up too many turns. I think that would have been... I stand here. Nope. What if I stand here? If I put the trap... No, wait, I can't put the trap there. But there. Yeah, and we can't put the trap right next to the snack either. Let's put it back here again. That didn't help. Put it there, but we'll try the same strategy. Nope. If I put... No, I can't put the trap there because they won't be able to get into it. Or one of them won't be able to get into it. Put that there. If I jump right away... Okay, he's stuck, so that's not helpful. No, he's just gonna be stuck again. Oops. Well, that got two of them into the trap. Maybe I am supposed to put it here. There seem to be many other places. So that's at least the only spot on the map where you can kind of hit the thing from multiple directions. What if I just pass from here? No, he turns around. Huh. Put it there and just pass right away. Nope, okay. Well, that seemed to have gotten two of them. I know, I'm repeating solutions at this point. Okay, what if... Alright, we jump. We walk over here, jump. Now we walk over here, jump. Will he turn around? Yes, he will. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna just real quickly here. Okay, just give me a moment. Window. Oh. Gotta sit through an ad. Oh, skip. Okay. Back it up. Alright, we did that one. Okay. So... So what's he do? Well, we put the trap in the right place. Jumps right away. Okay, so it's more or less what we were doing, just a very slight variation on it. So, okay, so we set the trap here. Jump right away. There, now when they move, they'll both run into the trap. Maybe they need to have line of sight. No, that's not it. So he definitely didn't need line of sight to find the sandwich. Okay, well, I'm going to try the same thing. This time, I'll stand over here. Roughly the same problem. No, that made him move down. Okay, that's not it then. It didn't affect him at all from there. Yeah, and that makes him move 3 spaces. Okay, so the gimmick here, obviously, is that there's only one place we can put the trap. That might make this a little simpler to solve. No, he just came right out. Okay. Yeah, we didn't want him to walk all the way to the wall, though. Because, yeah, now he's just going to run for the sandwich. Nope. Right, I already tried that, and he just turns around. No, now my strategy makes no sense. That kind of fell apart. Well, it's going to be time to call it soon anyway. We're just going to keep... I don't even... I know I can put the trap here, and that'll get this guy. Like so. Then that guy's just free to do whatever. Well, let's leave that and head back on over here. And well, okay, so let's talk through it a bit. The game is very clever, in a sense. Like the way the different rules interact with each other, and the way this moves there, and the way if you take 2 steps this way instead of 3 steps this way, it kind of changes the flow. And there's a lot of nuance in a game with a very simple kind of presentation, very straightforward visual layout. There's a lot of moving parts, but there's not a lot of them at the same time. Okay, no, that is a terrible way of describing this. I think the game it's a little too complicated for its own good. And if it were a little simpler, it would be extremely clever. Now again, when I talk about this game being a big thing, I do need to restate, this is a Ko Shibusawa production. This is a single-screen puzzle game as designed by the Romance of the Three Kingdoms guy. And so, yeah, to sit here and say it's very complicated, of course it is. And, hey, anybody want to be famous? So, yeah, it is definitely in keeping with his style of games. It's just a lot of complexity packed into a very straightforward visual presentation. I think the interface could have been a little simpler. I think the music was irritating. The tunes were, it's public domain, so the tunes were okay, but yeah, they were just like full blast. I don't usually turn the game audio down that much, but it was a lot. And yeah, overall, this would be a sort of game that would otherwise... I think this one's playing to the judge a bit. I think this would be my style if it were a little more accessible. Is it as good as Tetris? Absolutely not. Is it as good as Samegame? No. But it should be noted, again, that Samegame, that is a very late release for the system. And also, honestly, since then I tried a couple other versions, and I think that Game Boy one sticks out. Like, that is a good version of Samegame. That is the one to play if you're looking to get into that game. At least of the ones I've tried. Is Stop That Roach better than Flappy Special? I don't think so. But what about Boulder Dash? And this is a tricky one because, again, when you get to, that is a, how do I put this now? They're very different games. Boulder Dash is a lot more action, right? It's you gotta move, you gotta have a play, you gotta go, and you don't need every move to be absolutely perfect. Just most of them, I suppose. Whereas Stop That Roach is very much a game where you stop and you plan every move. Where they are similar, however, is that I think Stop That Roach and Boulder Dash, they both kind of rely on a little more trial and error than I would personally like. And after playing some more Boulder Dash EX, I kind of have to confess that I think I like the idea of Boulder Dash more than I actually enjoy playing it. So I don't know. I'm just trying to check my own biases here, and like, am I being meaner to one game or the other? Like, The Adventures of Lolo, for instance. Is it really that bad, or is it just disappointing in comparison to the other Lolo games? I'm not 100% sure. But I think, well, I don't know. I also think maybe I think I would enjoy this game if I put a whole lot more time into it. There was definitely a moment there, like as I was playing through it, when it started to click, where I said, yeah, this is above Boulder Dash, below Flappy Special. But then as I played a little more, it kind of started to frustrate a bit. But, you know, I don't know, maybe that's just, again, maybe that's a consequence of only playing it for an hour. I don't know. I'm pretty torn on this one. But I think if you put both games in front of me and said, pick one, I think I would have to go with Stop That Roach. So it's our new number 4. And yeah, so that's going to be me for this evening. I'd like to thank you guys, Boneless and Chimega, for coming by, hanging out, and chatting. Thank everyone else who popped in and lurked or whatever. I will be back tomorrow night with some more live music. I just wanted to relay a quick message to you, Chimega. Greg and Namova both said they miss you, and they would be real happy if you came by and hung out again. You do what you want. It's your life, but I just just people were asking about you. So anyway, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night with live music. I'll be back on Saturday night with music production. And on Monday, we're going to be playing 2 new games. Okay, I'll let them know. I'll pass that along to them that you're having a hard time, because I didn't know that part. But yeah, we'll be doing 2 new games on Monday because Evolution is continuing to be a jerk, and I got another game planned. But anyway, thank you again, and I do hope to see you next time. Bye for now.